Oh, woo! We got a blues show today. Welcome aboard, T.L. Williams.
How you doing?
Where do you come from, my man?
Born and raised in Chicago.
Me too. All right.
Of course.
Indeed. And before you blow on your trumpet a little bit, you, as Lynn just said in the break, this is kind of the lineage you're following in a strong and really dignified and powerful lineage. Blues players, Chicago, the train goes back to Mississippi and points south. And we love that connection. We love our musical heritage here.
Yeah.
How did you get started? I called you a youngster earlier. I have no idea how old you are. You have a much better watch than you should have. A youngster arm. That's very snazzy.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you first get the fire for the music?
I think this is fitting for the time since it's Father's Day the next day. It started right here, really, with the man to your left, which is my father. And
Mr.
He's
Jerry Williams is on stage with us.
The family, he had a dream that he would be playing on stage with his kids. So that dream became a reality, once his kids were born. And the family was a cover band. We traveled around, and that's like I started playing piano at age 4, and I play 5 instruments now. I play piano, trumpet, bass, guitar, and organ. And I picked that up from being around the family, being the youngest of 5, and just picking that up.
You're a bit of a kind of showy guy, aren't you? I mean, that's like saying you speak 5 languages. Christmas, man.
Yeah, but that's always having something on in the house.
Yeah.
And each room has something different, so I just kind of universally picked that up. And that's kind of where the birth of that came from. My family's from West Point. So there's probably traces of Howlin' Wolf, in all of us.
Yeah. So let's welcome your father into the conversation. Good morning, Jerry Williams.
Good morning.
And welcome to Live from the Heartland.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you and your son up here.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, I also, always have to compliment Lynn on her endless contacts in the music world that she has been enriching Live from the Heartland with.
Thank you, Katy.
Jerry, you raised your family to be musicians.
I did.
And you yourself clearly are also a musician.
Yeah, I was. I was on the road for about 7-8 years. And
how many children do you have?
Have 5, and they're all.
That's a band.
That's a band.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my wife.
Totally a band.
And my wife, that makes 6. But I did raise them to be musicians, and because I love the music so much myself. As a matter of fact, I used to tell them, if you didn't practice, they come to the table to eat dinner, and the plate was turned upside down. I mean, you didn't practice.
Wow.
No, just.
Well, yeah. You meant that West Point, huh?
But no, I did, and I really take pride in TL because he really put the work in it. Started him playing piano when he was 4 years old. Came home one day, and my wife told me, come and listen. And I came to the top of the stairs. Down there, he was actually playing Beethoven. And I said, where did you get that from? I heard it on the radio. so that let me know he was really into the music. He used to watch us rehearse and stuff like that. And he was really into the music, so he stepped it up. He became a band kid in school and through high school and college.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school, Tio?
I went to Rich Central High School. It's out in the south suburbs in Olympia Fields.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you start out on your own? When did you wind up?
I was coming out of high school. I had been working real hard and became like one of the top trumpet players in the state, and and at the same time, my dad wanted to start a label and a production company, and just putting that together, I started going out there and working and writing the songs and learning how to produce and mix and master and be an engineer and just kind of pick up everything about the industry, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you leave town for a spell to do that, or
Nope.
It was always Chicago based.
Based right here in the Windy City.
And I just gotta ask, what place are you in the 5 kids?
I'm 5. I'm the youngest.
I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it.
I'm the baby.
Golden boy.
Yeah.
Lenny, you want to step in here? Please feel free.
Well, you know, we're talking about and celebrating Father's Day and also Hollandwell's birthday. And as I was talking about passing it on, you have another influence, a mentor, a father of music in Chicago. And I wondered if you could just talk a little bit about Carl Davis and also about your new CD.
I met Carl. Carl, who passed on last summer. I met him a few years before that and started working with him and writing with him, and I got the honor to do a tribute album for him. He licensed me, 10 of his million sellers, 10 of his gold singles back in the day, licensed them to me from different artists like Tyrone Davis and Major Lance and Barbara Acklin.
What does that mean? He licensed them to you?
He gave me permission to remix them. Yeah.
Very good.
And I got an album coming out this fall called The Carl Davis Project, which is like my tribute album to him. He got a chance to hear all the songs before he passed and everything, so it was a real big honor. Along with that, coming out in a couple of weeks, June 25th, is my solo album, Life in Your Mid-20s, which will give you an idea how old I am.
Okay, man. Congratulations.
And that's I'm really excited about that. I got some real tough projects coming out, so it's exciting times.
Very good. Very good. Now, we are going to confuse our viewers, because this goes on YouTube after Paul tapes it, and the book we have propped up here is not something we're talking about, but looks like Jerry, amongst everything else you've done, raise a good family, etc., you also wrote about unions.
Yes.
You were in which union? Musicians, I
The
assume.
Chicago Transit Authority Workers. I was the president of the union there.
Dude, are you kidding?
Yeah,
Amalgamated Transit Workers?
Yes.
My dad was the head of his union.
All right then. Now
Yeah.
we're talking.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about the book because
Okay.
we only have a couple more
Understand.
minutes.
Right.
But while you set up with your trumpet, unless you want to say something else right now.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
Life in Your Mid-20s, June 25th. Go out and get that.
Yeah.
So we can, keep it rolling.
Keep inspiring young people and keep preserving the legacy of these great artists, Carl Davis, Holland Wolf, Miles Davis, all the people that you've been influenced, and go
Yes.
out and influence young people and arm them with instruments instead of guns.
You got it. We
Right
got
on,
it.
Right on. Okay, so Jerry, while TL's setting up here, we can chit chat.
Sure.
What made this happen?
Well, being the union's president for 15 years, 12 years, I learned a lot. And I learned that quickly problems we're having now is because of the weakness of the unions.
Amen.
Unions are the greatest thing that ever happened
To the working man
to
and
the
woman.
working men and women. But problem now is union leaders are not what union leaders used to be. When I came along, you had to have extensive training. You were taught, you were sent to school, you had to learn, because when you go and negotiate, you're negotiating with people that have 25 years of experience, they've been to Harvard Law School, and you better know what you're doing when you go in there.
Right.
I see what happened to my brothers and sisters at CTA now. I'm heartbroken. Things that we've got for them, they've given away, they've lost it. And I'm just heartbroken. So that inspired me to write the book. I met people all over the country. One of the people that I met was the president, Barack Obama, when he was state senator.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he helped me. He actually,
We had him on this radio show.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He actually helped me get a lot of things done when I was working with the CTA when I was president. I needed him to go across the aisle to talk to Republicans, and he did that.
Yeah, he clearly he could do that in Illinois.
Yeah, in Illinois, yeah.
I wish he could do it in D.C.
Yeah.
But that's not on him. That's on them. Are
Yeah.
you ready, TL? No? Okay. We're about to hear trumpet played live at the Heartland, and I'm not sure because this show has been going a long time on this stage, but I think this is the first trumpeting
Wow.
that we will have.
Most recently, TL opened actually right here at Rogers Park at the main stage for a Miles Davis tribute show. And
excellent.
it was really, that was quite wonderful. Again, honoring, the masters of the music, which was really great. And I just want to say a shout out to my father, who was my musical influence, that Mel Orman. Happy Father's Day. I wish you were here with me.
Jeez, we're doing a father thing.
Yeah.
And while we just hurry up and get that CD happening, I would also say Happy Father's Day to my father, who has not been here for too long, way too long, but was a
Thank you.
all right.